This tutorial covers step-by-step process to install and set up Selenium WebDriver. Then we will be setting the environment variables for Java, configure Eclipse with the WebDriver, and finally we'll create a basic automation script. Let us start with the installation process. The three basic requirements are Java, Eclipse, and Selenium WebDriver. To install Java, go to the Oracle website and download any Java version which is 8 or above. I'm downloading JDK environment for Java 8. For this, accept the license agreement and download the product as per a system configuration. Once downloaded, run the installer. Click Next in the process. As you can see, Java is installing on my system. Installation finished. Now we'll start with the Eclipse download. Download Eclipse for Java developers. Once Eclipse is downloaded, I'll run eclipse.exe. Select Eclipse IDE for Java developers. Select the location where you want to install. Accept the license agreement, and Eclipse is now installing on your system. Sometimes the installation may take a little longer than usual. The next one is Selenium Webdriver. Go to the Selenium website, which is seleniumhq.org. Go to the downloads page and scroll down to Selenium Client and WebDriver language findings. Download Selenium WebDriver Client for Java. The current version is 3.141.59 and it keeps on updating with more and more improvements. Once you download it, extract the folder and and you'll see there is a libs folder inside it having all the Selenium libraries which are needed for configuring Eclipse with Selenium. So the last prerequisite is also completed. The next one is setting the environment variables. Now let's set up the environment variables for Java. Go to the Advanced System Settings and select Environment Variables. Under your System Variables, go to Path, Edit, and add the path of your JDK. So now you can see the path is being added. Similarly, create a new system variable by the name Java Home and add the same path to it. So the environment variables are now set. Now we'll configure Eclipse with the WebDriver. So go to Eclipse, launch your Eclipse IDE, and create a workspace for a project. So I say launch. Once launched, we'll create a new project. We create a Java project. Say test project. Go to finish. In this, we'll create a new package, say tech testers automation. Inside the package, create a new class, say a test class, and I'm selecting this option. Now we'll build path, configure build path, go to libraries and add external jars. Go to the location where Selenium libraries are present and add those. So now your Eclipse is configured for using Selenium libraries. Let's move on to creating a basic automation script. This is our test project which we created before while configuring Eclipse with Selenium. In the main class, I have written some code. With the first statement, WebDriver driver equal to new Firefox driver, I have created a new instance for Firefox Driver, which will launch the Mozilla Firefox browser. In the next line, I have mentioned driver.get method to navigate to the Google home page. This can also be achieved by using the driver.navigate.to method. Next, I'm trying to find the input box on the Google home page by using find element and where the name of the input box is Q. Let me show how I got this name Q. If you open google.com, this is the input box I'm talking about. If you right click and see inspect, here you can see the name is equal to Q for this input box. That's why in my code I have mentioned by.nameQ, where Q is the name of the input box where I'll be writing my value which I'll be searching. The next statement is saying element.send keys cheese, where send keys is the command used to write value in the input box, where input box was searched in the previous statement. So I'm writing cheese in the search box of Google. Then I am submitting the form so that the value which I have mentioned in the input box can be searched. Let's run the code. On running the code, I have received an error saying java.lang.illegal state exception. I have received this error saying that the executable must be set by the Webdriver.gecko driver. This is because Firefox driver is no more supported directly by Selenium Webdriver, and we need to download the Gecko driver for this. I have already downloaded the Gecko driver. On downloading, you'll receive this zip folder on which, when you'll extract this folder, you'll find the geckodriver.exe inside this. And I have to mention the path to this Gecko driver into my code. So I'm using system.set property, where the first argument is webdriver.gecko.driver, which is the key, and this second argument, the value, is the path of this Gecko driver. So now when I run my code, the code starts running. It has launched my Firefox browser. It's going to the Google home page and is searching cheese. So this is our basic automation script which we have written after installing and completing the whole setup for Selenium Webdriver.